All right, happy 4th of July. I just wanted to, I did not record any of this. There's plenty of videos on the internet, but I did decide to upgrade my air intake, my fuel pump from the CP4 and the EGR delete on my 2016 F450. So basically, I did not film the whole thing. I didn't film it at all while I was doing it. But I did just want to show you guys just after. If you got any questions, feel free to hit me up. Everybody's not going to do this to their 450. So like I said, I think there's plenty of videos out there from Pusher and SNS and all them that kind of helps you out. But if you need any assistance, if you do decide to do it, you want to hit me up, feel free to hit me up. But you know how I like to do it, little short, dirty videos to just kind of get you over that hump. So I'm going to show you what I did. Realistically, to be honest, it took me approximately 2 days to do the entire job. I was not consistently working on it, but it did take me about 2 days to do the whole entire job. The first thing I'm going to do before I show you the truck, I'm going to walk over here, because the hardest thing about doing these modifications is removing all the factory shit that's on there. So look here, this is my wonderful pile of parts that I had left over. Feel free to, point out whatever you feel that yes, not all those are factory parts, but some of those are tools, but you get the gist of it. But these are all the components that was removed, including the wonderful, disastrous, that's your CP4 pump. That's what actually failed on me and had me trapped in Kentucky. This was actually the replacement pump, but because we know this thing fails and other things, I decided to just go ahead and replace it with an upgrade, and that's exactly what I did. Let's go over here. So now that CP4 pump is out, I went ahead and went with the S&S diesel DCR, I believe it's called, pump. And without further ado, I'm going to show you what the finished product looks like when it was done. I went with the Pusher intake system in bronze, and I also did the there's a cover on here that kind of helps keep the dirt and debris out. So as you can see, the thing that I love about this system is you can see once you remove all the factory stuff, you have all kinds of room. I also went with the reroute kit that they sell. They sell a hose rerouting kit. It just reroutes your hoses from in this area, reroutes them out the way. But just want you to see, it is a very clean install. You can actually get to certain things without, it just becomes a lot easier to work on from the nightmare that it is to work on when you don't have it. But I also upgraded the hot pipe. I decided to do the entire kit, so I did the hot pipe along with the cold air intake and everything else that comes with. Pusher makes two different ones for this one. One keeps more of the factory setup because I don't have the factory setup in here. I went ahead and just went with this one, which was, I'm glad I did it because it makes it a lot easier to see. And if they see things and get a lot of these things out of the way. The Pusher kit is good, but it is not exact. Here you can see I made a mod of my own here for this pipe to just kind of help it out. But I used part of it, but I went to Lowe's and I just bought a 90 degree elbow and stuck it in there. So I didn't have this big loop thing, because they got this thing, the loop comes all the way out like here and then back, and I didn't want to do all that. I just felt that we could make this a little bit better, so that's what I did. I took the pusher one, and then I just went and bought a 90 and did that, and it made it a lot cleaner, and it just goes right there. It's a very short run. I could have made it shorter, but I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to keep the pusher name on there. But realistically, if I wanted to tighten this up, I could just cut this shorter, and then I still might, because I'm not 100% sold on it hanging out like this. I think I would like it a little bit tighter. My only issue too is then it kind of puts it up against that clamp. Right now it's not touching that clamp. Next, I went with the SpeLab EGR delete. This was a very simple kit to install on that one. The directions on the SpeLab one is questionable. I'll give them a C+ for directions. The pusher one, I'll give them a B+ on their installation instructions. There are a couple things but the videos kind of help you out. But they don't tell you exactly, but they do kind of help if you watch the videos. But the SpeLab EGR delete works very well. I went with the more expensive one. I think it was 157. They make two, one's like 130, one's 157. I didn't need all the parts in that, because again, these kits was built to leave more of the factory stuff in, and I do not have the factory stuff in here. So for me, it just made it a lot easier. So just kind of give you guys this kind of a higher view. You can kind of see, for all your F450 owners, you kind of see how much room you have once you get all the factory stuff out the way. The only other thing I find questionable, which I will say, this don't quote me on the name of it, but they give you the piece for this, and of course this is how they show you, but they don't do a good job in the video of showing you where to route that pipe. They just kind of tell you and kind of gloss over it. But basically all you do is run it down behind, and then you zip tie it down below, and it just kind of hangs out the bottom of your truck. That's kind of all it does. I think they could have done a better design, but I think for that part, I think they kind of got a little sloppy on that, a little cheap on that. I just think they could have done better than just, doing that thing. But, we'll leave that to their engineers. But I think they could have done a bit better design in that one. I don't know why I got down from there, but you can't see it. I mean, you can barely see it. I'm trying to see if I can get down here and show you guys. But I'm going to give up, because the fuel pump sits basically below this. And the fuel pump kit, I do advise you get the new gasket, which I did. So there's a new gasket that you can buy along with the fuel pump kit. But the fuel pump comes with everything. These nice bright silver lines that you see, those are your new fuel lines and stuff that it comes with. The directions, again, for those, I'll give the directions on that one kind of an A-, because they do tell you can do certain things, but I found it easier, like for instance, to just remove the entire crossover line instead of just moving it out the way or zip tying it back or something like that. I just think if you got that line out of the way, like I did, it makes it go in a lot easier. So that's pretty much it. Like I say, you guys kind of see, kind of walk it around a little bit, but you guys can kind of see what it is, kind of what it looks like. It is a very nice, very beautiful install for the F450. Running the truck, I took it out a little while ago, and it runs amazing. I have nothing bad to say about the parts. They all feel nice, very solid. Parts, they feel good. None of it feels weak. So I'll just say, definitely, you know, I say definitely it's worth the money. I mean, it cost over $4 grand to do the entire kit, and this was me doing it myself. It cost over $4 grand to do it. But to me, cleaning it up, making it look nice, everything, I think it was money well spent. So I look forward to getting a lot of use and mileage out of these things. If you got any questions, hit me up. Hit me up through there. I'm not on YouTube all the time, but I do check from time to time, and if I get a notification, I'll check. But if you got any question about the pushers or the SpeLab or the S&S fuel pump, I just did the job, so I can definitely help get you through a couple of the hard parts if you have a couple things that you need clarification on. All right, be easy.